ThaBoxingvoice.com live here with Kell Brook. So Kell, I just wanted to ask, obviously I listened to the iFilm London interview with Eddie Hearns when you guys broke the internet about the big announcement. And he said it took you less than 24 hours. Immediately you wanted to fight, you accepted it. Everyone's question really is why? Why fight a guy where the odds are against you, where the public is going to be against you, where it's just an uphill battle?
That's what excites me in this sport.
All these older guys.
I'm world champion at welterweight. I've been winning these big fights. You know, American world champions. I've been winning these big fights. Nothing's come of it. Nothing's come of it. I want the biggest fighters out there.
Give me a couple of years.
I've said that I wanted the Golovkin fight.
But right now, I'm not that guy.
We've got the fight. I want the biggest fight for the fans. This boxing, it's a small window of opportunity, and I want before I finish, I want to leave a very serious legacy behind. I want to, like my hero in Sugar Ray Robinson and the greats, what the greats have done. I need to test myself to the optimal, to see how good I am. We see what we're doing in training and how great we are, and we need to show the world what we can do. And I know that. Look at me today. I don't look like a 147 fighter. I'm going to bring the speed, the power. Canelo, Triple G's not boxed anybody like me.
People talk about
never. He's not boxed anyone like me professionally. Maybe in the amateurs he has, but professionally he's not done so. I'm going to bring something completely different to this fight. I've never lost a professional fight. I've got the will to win. I've got that within thing in me. It's written in the stars, this fight. And I'm going to do something great in this fight.
Kell, but for us, I guess couch trainers, right? Us fans that sit at home with the beer belly saying we could do it better. The ones that we say we could do it better than Kell. It's like we're seeing you in there with Carson Jones, who's nowhere near the bigger puncher than Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah. What happened after that fight? I come back and I knocked Carson Jones out. I was doing my own nutrition. I went training. I was tossing off in training. I went training. I thought that I made it. I thought that this is it. But I got a reality check in that fight. Ever since that fight, I've knocked Carson Jones out, and I beat everybody who put in front of me with ease. You haven't seen the best in me.
Well, no, I'm not judging you off that fight. I'm judging more the reaction when you received the broken nose.
If you want to judge me on that fight, that's good for you. You're gonna have a shock September 10th. Because I'm gonna go through hell in training. It's gonna reflect in this fight. How fit, how strong, how durable I am. And how fast and strong I am at 160.
We're very
now, obviously, your nemesis in the UK, Amir Khan, attempted to do the same thing that you're doing, be great. And like I said before, you guys had choice words for him. But are you doing this for Kell Brook's legacy, or to get that one up on the guy that keeps trying to avoid you and it's very evasive?
Forget Amir Khan. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Who do you want me to fight? I'm 30. I'm a world champion, 147, 36 fights unbeaten. I want to test myself at the best. I don't want no regrets when I finish boxing. I want to test myself. The best fighters out there. Triple G's the best fighter out there. I want to test myself. I believe I'm good enough to beat this guy. Is that okay?
What do you see in him? Any flaws? Because you have to be. You're again 147 pounder looking at a middleweight. There's obviously something that you see. We all know, like Eddie Hearns has said numerous times, you're a very technical boxer. I can't take that away from you. Fundamentally skilled.
Anything can happen in boxing. They said I've got a YY gene, I'm an animal. That's what I'm taking this fight. You've got to be creative to take this fight normally. Look, I'm sat here today, I'm wanting the fight, I'm excited. I've got a leap in my step for this fight. I can't wait for this fight, and because I know what I can do. I've been given a gift, and I know that this fight is going to bring the best out in me. You're going to see some very, very, very special in this fight from me. I'm excited.
In Golovkin's fight with Lemieux, he was posed with some danger in the power, right? But he changed his whole style up. We were used to seeing him come out as a wrecking ball, and then he used the jab. How would you counter that if he decides, all right, Kell Brook is a big welterweight, he can hurt me. Let me just put the jab out there the way that I did with Lemieux.
then we'll come down to a more technical chess match, and then you're gonna see my ramrod, fast power jab. You know the way I think. I'm from the whole school of boxing. The Prince Asim. Look what Prince Asim did to this when he boxed Kevin Kelly. The excitement. You know, I'm cut from that. I'm cut from the same cloth. You know, I was born to do this. I always find a way to win. So if he wants to come with his jab, and then we mix it up. I mix it up. I do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Now, Gennady Golovkin, he has done his own version of what Ricardo Mayorga used to do and put his face out there, let his opponents hit you. We all know you're a big welterweight, a strong one with a lot of knockouts. Do you feel if he gave you that opportunity that he's given Willie Monroe and Daniel Gill and others to have a free shot, do you have the one-shot power to put him down at least?
Of course I have.
If you want to do the things that
I'd like him to do that.
You don't think he would, though, right?
And there's too much
he might do. You know, stranger things have happened in boxing, but you know, if you leave your chin out there and let me have a free shot, you're gonna sleep.
How many Golovkin fights did you watch? I mean, obviously it's not like Eddie Hearn called you and you said, all right, let me watch some tape. But before actually making that decision, how many have you literally watched?
You know, I've watched a few of his fights. I've watched a few of his fights. I've watched him against Martin Murray, and Matthew Macklin. And I've seen a few of his fights. He's a tremendous, world champion.
This is a fight where there's everything on the line.
It's going to be very, very hard. But like I said, I put myself in this position.
And win 4 middleweight belts.
All that work to do.
They've tried to make Gennady Golovkin's name synonymous with Mike Tyson, right? Because of the power. You mentioned Macklin, hit him to the body, early stoppage. How do a fighter like yourself kind of, I guess, separate Golovkin's power so that you don't come in there mentally worrying about it the way Rosado did, the way that Daniel Gill was, the way that Martin Murray, where they come in defensive-minded because they're worried about the power?
Tom Loeffler's going to go somewhere else.
He's going to have the power. I'm not going there and concentrating I'm not concentrating what he's going to do. I'm concentrating what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about him. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. It's a little bit like Jeff Lacey when he was saying he didn't knockout left up Lacey. He came over to England, Joe Kawasaki, beat him. There's a lot of hype in boxing. I've realised that. We know that. We know he's the real deal, but people blow things up massively, saying his power's this, his power's that. To be honest, I'm looking forward to feeling his power. It's crazy it sounds. That's why I'm different to these fighters. I'm not going to go in there defensive. I'm going to go in there and fight my fight.
All right, Kell, well, we wish you the best of luck. Can't wait to see you put on a great show.